and here is my sweet cream or sweet corn casserole. 14 little circles out of this. Oh my gosh, that's 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And here we are. I didn't think it was gonna pop up that easily. I gotta get to chopping those onions. And you know what I forgot on my plate? A piece of sausage. Putting this on top. And oh my gosh, these are delicious. Isn't that cute? And there, that's the finished one. I wish I had videotaped in there.
Howdy everyone, this is Tricia and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be making you some chicken with zucchini and asparagus. As you can see here, I've already got some chicken breasts cooking. My recipe will call for about 4 bone and skinned, oh not skinned but with skin chicken breasts. And you can use skinless, boneless if you prefer, but I'm using these because this will add a lot of flavor to the broth, and that broth is going to cook up some vegetables that I'm going to add into it. I seasoned my chicken with roasted garlic and herb. This is from Grill Mates. I love using the spices. You can spice it up with whatever you want. Use any. If you just want to use salt and pepper, that's fine. I also used Grill Mates backyard brick barbecue because I like that little flavor of the barbecue, little smokiness to go into that chicken. So again, just season it as you wish. This chicken is cooked about 10 minutes, and I had it in this covered skillet. Next, I'm going to be adding some vegetables to my chicken. So I've got here prepared some sliced onion. This is about half a cup of onion. You can use little green onions if you prefer those. These are mini bell peppers, and that's about a cup. This is what the little mini bell peppers look like in the bag. You can use regular bell peppers. Just slice them up as you wish. This is some zucchini, and I've got about 2 cups of sliced zucchini, which is about maybe 3 medium-sized zucchinis. I also use some asparagus, and as you can see, I chopped it up. You can use as much of this as you wish, but you want to make sure you get some of that in there because asparagus are so delicious. I also added in a Roma tomato, and this is sliced up, and as much as you want. I don't know why I only used 1. I really should have used 2 or 3, but this is what I have. These are my vegetables, and these are all going to go into my chicken that's in the skillet. Here we go. Like I said, this chicken cooked about 10 minutes or so. I had put it skin side down first and let it brown, and then I turned it over, added about half a cup of water to that, and allowed that to steam and cook. And as all the little flavors were at the bottom of the skillet, that water kind of helped to bring those out. So you want to make sure you add that water in and move it around so that picks up all that deliciousness at the bottom of the skillet. So I'm adding my onions and the bell peppers at this point, and I'm just going to let them cook a few minutes. I'm going to cover this up, let them cook for a few minutes so they get nice and soft. And so make sure you stir them around, get those flavors down at the bottom of the skillet. And it's probably going to take about 4 minutes in addition to the cooking, which will make sure that my chicken is also well cooked. Since it's on the bone, you want to make sure your chicken is well cooked. Okay, so we're going to cover this up, and we'll check it out in a little bit. Here we go. There's our onions. They've gotten a little translucent, and we're just taking a look at that little piece of chicken that's kind of in the little corner there trying to hide. Okay, so now I'm going to add my asparagus, and like I said, add as much as you want. Make this a really good hearty meal for your family. Lots of veggies are so good for you, and they're so delicious when you make them this way. So add those asparagus in there. Excuse me, I have a little bit of a sore throat. Here we go. We've got some zucchini going in now, and you want to make sure you move those around once you get those all in there, and get them to pick up those spices at the bottom of your pan. The other thing you can do is you can season them up a little bit more, which you'll see that I do that in just a bit. Here we go, with my roasted garlic and herb seasoning. Like I said, use whatever seasonings you want. You don't have to use the ones that I'm using, but they are delicious, and I love using them. And you don't have to add any, salt to this because the seasoning is already, the little seasoning mix already kind of has some salt in it. It's very little, so I really like using those. Okay, so we're going to add some water to this now. Oh, whoops, the tomatoes are next. I keep forgetting about those darn tomatoes. Okay, add in your tomato that you slice up, whether it's 1 or 2 or 3. And Again, that's optional. You don't have to put that in there, but I would because it makes it all so delicious. Add it in. So now you're going to add a cup of water because you're going to need more water in there. You're going to need this water to pick up all those flavors and so that you can submerge some of your little veggies into the water and so that they can steam and cook well. So make sure you add that cup of water in there, move it around, and you're going to cover it. And you're going to cook this about another 8 minutes, just so that the zucchini and the asparagus cook. You really want to make sure that the zucchini is the one that really cooks well. It's going to get translucent a bit, and you'll see in this next clip. I'm going to check this out. Excuse me. Look at that, it's all nice and bubbly. And you can see the zucchini, you can see like the little center area kind of like get sort of see-through. You can see the little seeds, and the other little bits are still kind of white. So I'm going to end up pushing those little bits underneath a little bit more to make sure that they get cooked in the water. And I'm not really sure how much time went by. This is an old video actually that I dug up that I found that I still had and I hadn't put it together, and I actually didn't write down my recipe, so I'm just going by what I'm seeing here, people. So I hope you can also follow along and do this recipe. Here I'm adding some beans. Now these are completely optional. These are black beans. I bought a can of black beans that have lime and jalapeno. You can pick any beans you want. They don't have to be black beans. They could be kidney beans or pinto beans, or you can even use navy beans. Navy beans would be delicious in this. So just move those beans around, and I think I did. I added some salsa also to this, and it's coming up next in a minute. You can add whatever salsa you want, whatever hot sauce you want if you wish. You don't even have to add this into the pan. You could put this on after so that the kiddos don't have to have the heat from the salsa. You can just add it to those for the folks who do want to have that little spice. So I'm just going to cover it up and make sure that the beans and the salsa heat up because my salsa was in the fridge and it's cold, so I want to make sure I heat that up. Okay, and there you go. It's all nice and heated up. All this took about, I'm going to say between 20 and 25 minutes to cook up. So we're going to get ready to serve this. Let's see this. Oh, look at that. Look at those little juices. I think I would have preferred to serve this in a bowl, so I can pick up some of that water, that liquid, the seasoned, delicious liquid at the bottom. And then got a flour tortilla and just kind of like dipped it in and soaked it to taste. Oh my God, that would be so good. Or you can use a piece of bread, a nice piece of crusty bread, and dip it into that little liquid on the bottom. It's so good. Here's the chicken. Again, you could remove the skin if you want. You don't have to serve it with the skin. Or, like I said, use skinless, boneless chicken breasts to cook. And here we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful plate. I have to say it 3 times because that's how beautiful it is. I'm going to be taking a taste of this. Now, like I said, this is an old video, but I can tell you right now, this was delicious because I feel like everything that you make at home, even when you're just kind of like inventing it on your own or whatever you're doing, maybe you're following a recipe, but you've sort of changed it up. I feel like everything that you make at home is just so delicious. Anything that's homemade and made from scratch is just delicious. And this is hot and so good. Yes, so I hope you're going to enjoy this recipe that I've created. I hope that you'll be creative and use your own imagination. So go ahead and give me a big old thumbs up. Leave a nice comment down below. Subscribe and share. And as always, enjoy.